Okay, so the energy this morning has been a little either contradictory or possibly chaotic. I'm not sure if I'm picking up energy from like a bunch of different things, different people, different readings, or if they're all going to be from the same reading. So I'm going to pull the cards and see what's going on. I tried to give us a little bit more room and move some stuff around. Let's see how I did. I'm just getting the same energy that I've been getting this morning. Yeah, what is this? So I have this Knight of Swords in reverse, and then I have this Three of Cups, and then I have this Knight of Cups in reverse with this like Ten of Swords in reverse. And for some reason, even though that looks chaotic to me, I'm not getting an actual story right now, except for I feel like there's a third person who's not on the table. Let me pull two more. I'm picking up these knights as two people who somehow or for some reason aren't themselves. And it did seem like a third party energy, like there's too many people in this relationship kind of energy. And then with this Two of Cups in reverse, this is the world, but right now I'm not. It seems more like someone's belief than some actual reality about what they're getting. And then here we go with this Queen of Wands at the end of the table, which a lot lately, this Queen of Wands has been asserting herself. And so a lot of times with this card, you know, it might be if it's in reverse, it's like the karmic card. But for the most part, I pick it up as the karmic card even when it's upright, unless I pick it up as someone else. And so right now I'm going to go ahead and say that that's the third person, that's the actual karmic card. So again, all these cards are sort of telling me separately and together right now is that there's chaos amid some kind of circus. Let's keep pulling and see if we can get some insight on like what kind of circus this is. That's the Page of Pentacles. We got this Ace of Swords here by this Three of Cups. See, now before this reading started, I was picking up this energy of like communication, but not like an effective communication. Like basically someone was High Priestess in reverse. It was like someone was communicating lies. So even though they were talking, they weren't being helpful in their contribution. That's the Six of Cups in reverse. Underneath this Ten of Swords in reverse. So I feel like the lies were like something someone wanted to hear. So here's this Three of Cups in reverse underneath this this Circus card. And I feel like it's something is unraveling with these two knights in reverse, because yeah, so this Page of Pentacles right here, so this almost seems like a communication, that there was like a solid communication of like, hey, if I ever wanted to be like the Knight of Wands, I'm not you know, I'm far from it, or, you know, something to that respect of like something that either tangible that happened that made them think like that, or something when the idea came, it was like so I don't know why the word visceral came to my mind, but it was like so like solid and real and you know, corporeal, that it just kind of hit them as to where they actually were, not necessarily how to get out of it. And they also realized that they didn't like, wow, I accidentally pulled these two together. We're going to actually keep them in this spot and pull one more card. Yeah. So it's like mostly what we wanted, even though the part of it that we didn't want was messed up. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I got this stuff, and this thing is I don't know, like I kind of like the thing that's coming, but I'm not really appreciating the stuff that I have, and something's wrong with it. You know, I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to kind of sit under this tree and talk to this squirrel. Look what's on the bottom of this deck I'm getting ready to pull from. So, you know, might as well take it. Again, doubling down on whatever situation is going on. And this kind of seems like it's all parties, like all 3 parties involved. I want to pull these cards, and then I'm going to pull the song lyrics cards and see if it gives us a little bit better of an idea of, so I've got strength upside down over here. So I think part of the realization, at least for one of these parties, was that they don't really have a whole lot of energy. Like all these cards are in reverse. Almost every single card is in reverse, except for these cards that don't look so hot together. So we got 4 of Pentacles in reverse on top of this High Priestess in reverse, and this Knight of Wands in reverse. So usually when I see that 4 of Pentacles, I see like someone who's either stubborn or holding on to something, but it's in reverse. 1 or 2 people might be making a transition. It's a possibility that you had, because this energy that I'm picking up is not your energy, right? Not even this. So I feel like it's a possibility that you might have had 2 people coming towards you. Wow, see, I just lost my voice. You had 2 people coming towards you, and someone on their end stopped it. So even if these 2 people didn't know each other, if you're involved, then technically you're the third party, and the other person that's involved with these 2 people would still be a third party to you, even if they didn't know each other. So the third party energy is here, and then it's in reverse, I think, too. Yeah. And then at the same time, you have these people or person or people who are fed up with their situation. So let me see, let's pull the rest of these cards and see if we can find out if these 2 people are on board, like they're on the same boat, or if like one of them wants to come towards you and the other one doesn't. I'm trying to figure out why these people are in your reading with no mention of you. Unless you really are here to hear about someone else. Okay, so this Magician card lately for me has been coming up as someone who knows how to get out of their situation or has gotten out of their situation. I kind of, in my head, they magician their way out of it. Yeah, so that they can get to the point where they're the King of Pentacles. And, you know, some people can and some people can't, depending on whose thumb they're under and what's going on. You know what? Let's pull these other cards. Let's see. Let's see if we can find out what's Circus, Chaos. I mean, that could be any situation. That could be anybody's bad, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to be a bad relationship. It could be a bad time in their relationship, you know. It could be just, you know, they had, you know, took on too many people in their household, or okay, so these are titles of songs, and then a lot of times the vibe that's coming off of that song, or the vibe that's supposed to be for this card for any specific reason. Usually that's an admiration card. That's that kind of tells me that some of the unrest that's going on here in this chaos is a possibility that they are either blinded by this person's beauty, which I really doubt. Not that they're not pretty or whatever, but you know, once somebody wreaks havoc on someone else, they tend to start to get less desirable, less beautiful in someone's eyes. I think it's their brain's like defense mechanism, or just maybe it could be seeing people for how they really are. Sometimes when you do have some kind of an awakening and you start to see what's inside of people, you can see it on them. And so you know, it's a good possibility that somebody saw something opposite in somebody they were already dealing with, or that someone knows about you and they're arguing about it. Someone knows your worth and they're comparing you to the other people that are there, and they're arguing about it because you know, at that point somebody has to convince somebody that that's not true. Yeah. So we've got regret, turmoil, and loss. So missing you. So it's almost like, I can't tell if this is like no contact or not. I mean, obviously if people are fighting about you, like I would take that as contact. Mostly because even if there's no contact and people are talking about you or whatever, like they're in your energy. Yes. And so someone paused in whatever they were in. Someone or someone's paused in whatever they were in and kind of started to, you know, look at what they have in a significant other and what they want in a significant other, and then they saw the difference in what they had, and they woke up. Yeah. So I don't know if they have broken up or if this is just an idea in their head. Typically, you know, we're not usually predicting the past and the future. Yeah, so this is also a situation where someone could come back around, and I mean, I didn't even put a meaning behind this card because I wasn't sure if it was how it was going to hit in whatever reading that it popped up in. And right now it's hitting like, I can't sit in this. I can't, the thing that I was doing or I've been doing, I can't do that anymore. I don't even know how long I can do what I'm doing, because I've already can't unsee the situation that I'm in. Oh my God, this is on the bottom of the deck. And so, you know, this is probably somebody who might have like kept you waiting, just being like toxic and dumb, and maybe even putting it in your face.